What we saw with Donald Trump last night, melting down, even in victory, and that scene with Tim Scott and Trump saying, "Oh, you must really hate her. She appointed you. You're from her state.
Rough.
You must really hate her." I mean, humiliating Tim Scott publicly. What was your take on that?
Well, I'd say two things about this show. The first on Joe Biden. You know, I had lunch the other day with a very significant Democratic friend of President Biden, and someone who's a big donor and bundler in Biden's world, who said that, you know, he had a discussion with Biden toward the end of last year in which he sort of said, you know, there is a different Joe Biden when it comes to being on the campaign trail. There is a Joe Biden, not to criticize, this person was not criticizing Biden as performance as president, but he was saying that kind of eye of the tiger. He needed to basically come into the new year at battle stations. He needed to really be on. And this person said to me, he said, you know, look at Biden so far this year. Look at every time he's done anything on camera in public in the course of January, especially things that have been campaign related. He said there is a marked change in how much sharper and how much more focused and how much more fired up Joe Biden is. So that's something worth noting. This has been after the first of the year, we've gotten a little bit of we've got campaign Joe out there. When it comes to Trump and Tim Scott, I just got to say, you know, it feels like it should be an object lesson to any Republican. There's all these Republicans, and we saw them up here all weekend. J.D. Vance and Elise Stefanik and all these people who think they're going to be, or trying to get on Trump's ticket. They all want to be Trump's running mate. Well, we've seen this in a million aspects of Trump's life, political life, the kind of supplicants, those who bow down and scrape before Donald Trump. And the Tim Scott thing that you saw, that to me was the most shocking thing, that he was obsessed with Nikki Haley in his victory speech, ungracious, unhinged. That in some weird way didn't surprise me. But that moment when he turned to Tim Scott and sort of basically looked at a guy who had kind of prostrated himself in front of Trump. He had abandoned Nikki Haley, a woman who had kind of made his political career possible, turns around and endorses Trump, is standing up there on the night that Trump is against Nikki Haley, and all he wants to do is just, you know, quietly, it's enough. His presence on that stage is enough. And instead, Trump turns and just humiliates him and makes him feel so obviously uncomfortable. To me, it's just an object lesson for every Republican. This is what you're going to get if you make a personal sacrifice or a political sacrifice for Donald Trump. He will, at some point, turn around and say, thank you very much, and now let me make a fool of you. Let me put you in a position where you are humiliated on national television. I don't think it's restricted to Tim Scott. We've seen it over and over again, and we're going to see it into the future. Every Republican, just take note. This is what you get for being nice to Donald Trump, being loyal to Donald Trump, sacrificing for Donald Trump.
That was a deeply, deeply pathetic moment, and he had to sit there and smile through that and quickly scramble to think of something. No, I just love you. I don't hate her. It's going to be 10 months of this, so get ready.